What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today, in the world of indie games, we're going to be checking out a pleasant little city builder. So let's start it on off and play ourselves some Microtown, shall we? Our objective can be a monument construction. Okay, that sounds good. I want to have the big map. I like the big map. We'll get the starter text, villager needs. We can put them on full needs, I guess. Why not? I mean, it seems like you put them on basic. I don't know how easy basic is. We'll put it on full. What's the worst that can happen? Like, this is an indie impressions channel where I give you the impressions of a game. All right, if we die in the first 30 minutes, that means I'm officially, like, the worst person ever at this. Welcome to Microtown. These tutorial messages are going to get you started. First step is to provide the village with planks and stone slabs. They're needed for building construction. Let's go ahead and get a lumberjack. So there he is right there. Yeah, let's go ahead and plop that guy right there. Go, my little villagers. Run along. Construct for me the building of wood. We shall slay all of the trees. They are our mortal enemy and they must die. I like the music. It's doing a pretty good job with that sense of whimsy and happiness. Na, 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 na. Sounds like the first episode, like the beginning of a new kids cartoon, basically. All right, so the lumberjack will chop trees down, but logs have to be cut into planks at the sawmill. So we need to have a sawmill. All right, my guess is that they probably don't want the sawmill, like, right next to their house. So we'll put the sawmill right there, so it's nice and close to the other building that we're working with. You know, we got the construction, we got the production chain going on. We make it a wood right here, we process it a wood right here, we bring it a wood back to the town, and then we build a house. And then we live inside of it, free of rent! The dream. What does that do, a sawhorse? A workstation to craft planks from logs for a sawmill. Okay. So, like, we have to put the saw. Oh, that's cool. It actually gets, like, added onto the side of the building, kind of Anno style. That's cool. I like it. All right, well, get it done. I mean, bring all your weird little pixelated squares over here and get the job finished off. And so now a worker will go over there and turn the wood into planks. What a life to live. I tell you what. There he goes. There he goes. You saw that thing. I like how animated it is. It looks really, really good. The other primary resource comes from stone, which is on rock tiles. We're going to need ourselves a quarry. So there it is. You guys get on over here and create the age of a quarry. And we also need to make a rock cutting location. But I don't think we're going to be able to do that until we get a little bit further in. So let's speed up the game real fast. Let them hack and whack and chop away real quick. And then the second that that's ready to go, what we'll do is we'll throw that on in. Oh, it's got to be on that part. Gotcha. Can I put more than one of them over here? Oh, I can. Okay. Cool. Well, that's a nice little thing that we just learned. I suppose that this one allowed it to be turned into planks just because, like, it doesn't need specific terrain placement in order to function. And the mine is done. In a mine. In a mine. And so now we need the masonry building, which is where they're actually going to cut and process the stone. I'll put that right there, and then my guess is right. I'm probably going to need some kind of stone cutting table or something in order to make this work. I'll betcha. I'll betcha. And just like that, the place where we take the stone to whittle it into the fashion of our choosing is done. Oh, they just, like, take it over there. Okay. And then they just, I guess they fashion it. They, like, smack one rock against another rock until it's all good. Now that the village has a steady supply of construction materials, we need to establish food production. Okay. So we need a gardener, and they will make tomatoes and carrots. Sounds good. Tomatoes and carrots sound delicious. Yeah, put that up there. I don't want it, like, in the same vicinity as all my other houses and things. I want that to be along the edge of town. And then we'll just kind of build down in this area when we're ready. So we're going to need a garden plot for some tomatoes. And then we need a garden plot for some carrots. There we go. Get that done. Everybody hop, skip, and leap into action until we're ready to ride out. Where do I see where my list of planks and everything else is at? I don't see a list of planks or anything around, so how do I know how many I have? I feel like it's a very, very valid question. There you go. Sow that seed. Get that food in there. Yup. We've got gardeners. We have, oh, I can see it right there as part of the tutorial. But I don't have like a UI list anywhere. What does that do? The item report. Ah, that'll do it. That'll do it, my friends. That'll do it. We have 27 stone slabs. That's probably a good thing. You guys should probably dig up all these gardens right here. Wonder how frequently they need to tend it. I may have made too many gardens. Seems possible. They need several. Construct 10 garden plots. Really, 10. That's a lot of garden plots. How many do I have? 6? So I need like 4 more. All right. I mean, I can do it. It's not that big of a deal. I'm going to keep it symmetrical because I believe in symmetry when I build in games like this. Only a savage just willy-nilly puts their buildings all over the place with no thought as to the aesthetic design of the city. All right. That's just, you know, I'm not okay with that. And if you are okay with that, I think you and I are going to struggle to ever see eye to eye in city builders. It has to be symmetrical. It just has to be. It doesn't have a choice. We now have 3 gardeners. So I assume that's going to make all this a little bit easier. And then my guess is, they got to work on the building after that. Okay. Sounds good. Excellent. The buildings now have a supply of food. Now they need a place to live. Okay. So to satisfy villager needs and increase the population, houses must be built. Make 4 houses. All right. Sounds good. What are these, like granaries? That's a warehouse? Okay. Well, then let's make some little houses over here. Can I rotate the buildings? Like, is that possible? Like, what if I want the little houses to face the other way? I guess I'll make our first little residential street right there. Once the houses are built, current villagers will start moving in, and new villagers will eventually arrive. Houses can be supplied with food and other items by civilians who will visit a nearby market square to collect the items that they want. So build a market square. Okay. We could put the market like right there. That sounds good. The power of the market will guide us. The great invisible hand will touch us all, and we shall feel the arousal of consumerism. Amen. Looks like I can make more sawhorses too if I really want to. Looks like they're mostly staying on top of all the stuff that needs to be made though. I think we'll probably have to have another wood chopper if we're going to make any of that happen. So, yeah, let's add another wood chopper right there. Then we'll add another sawhorse right there. I do like how all the buildings are, like, expandable, and you can build, like, multiple add-ons to each building to really make everything work. Oh, they brought back food. Looky there. Looky there. What is that? Auxiliary building missing. So we need a food stall? Oh, I suppose that makes sense. All right. Well, let's have a food stall right there. And a food stall for tomatoes. Yep. Pobre tomate. No stall with which to ply their wares and goods. Now they will arrive, occupy houses, and be able to get food from the market. As the village grows, workers will discover new technologies. Mouse over the knowledge over here to learn how many knowledge points you have. Okay. The primary way to gather knowledge is for the villagers to complete goals. These goals appear and unlock as the game progresses. Okay, that makes sense. So there you go. We've got 10 of those now. Nice. And so we can discover something new by going down to this menu right here. It wants me to get farming, and so we can actually have crop fields to make potatoes and other future crops. All right. Sounds good. I'm down with it. So that was the introductory tutorial. Remember, you can mouse over most stuff. Okay, well, there you go. I don't know how many houses I need. It looks like a lot of people live inside each one of these houses. So, like, we have workers for days right now. No items are currently stored. Yeah, it's probably because they're stocking that place right there, would be my guess. That would be my estimate. So we have 32 people living inside the village right now. I think this sounds like a wonderful time for us to add, like, 2 more mines and then add 2 more workers. And then over here, we can only really have 1 worker on the mason. So, you know, we can't really do a whole lot more with that. But what we can do is we can add another wood chopper over here. And then a couple more of these guys. Actually, we'll just add 1 more. And we'll just kind of see what happens with our construction flow through. I do think we're going to need to move the wood chopper pretty soon. Select operation location. Oh, I can pick a custom location? Nice, dude. I was just wondering about that. I was actually just curious about that, so I'm glad to see that it's good to go. We're ready to rock. Now let's build another mason over here. Just so that we have somebody working on it. We got to find jobs for all these random villagers that are running around doing nothing right now. So we got 4 logs, 10 planks. I think it's going to be all right. I think it's going to be all right. You guys get back to work. Handle your business. I believe in all of you. What else do we have? We have a farm. So this will grow crop fields. Sure, we can put a farm... Yeah, somewhere like right there, maybe? That sounds good. And then this is we'll add all of our workers to it. And then we have a crop field for potatoes. All right, it takes 4 planks and 2 stone slabs. What do we have right now? We can make 3 of these. All right. There you go. 3 of them out. That's all that we can afford for the time being. But hopefully, along the way, we'll be looking good. Can you feel the peace and calm just like oozing off this game right now? I can feel it, man. I can feel it. There's some serious peacefulness and calmness coming off this game. We need like a zombie attack. When do I get to start putting in turrets and like machine guns to murder all my enemies and, you know, bequeath death upon them? We can put in roads over here, which is pretty cool. I say we should make a road. That sounds pretty radical in my opinion. Yeah, there we go. We'll just have like a little town square built. You guys get to it. Does that cost me anything? Does not need any construction materials. Nice. Well, that sounds good. I can live with that. So we need 12 firewood, and we need a supply stall for that. And then we also need to get 36 villagers, which will probably be just like one more house needs to get built. And we also need to have 12 tomatoes all ready to go. I don't know how many idle villagers I have right now. So we have 3 civilians at the moment. Not a whole lot of people left around to do all the little tasks that need to be done. In fact, we've kind of assigned all the people that can be assigned to get things finished off. But looks like our food is bouncing back, which is always a really, really nice turn of events. So hopefully they'll store up some of these carrots and things. They'll put them inside some of the little storage areas. If we can get ourselves like 2 more tomatoes, we'll be in a really, really fantastic place, I think. It looks like most of these people want to eat some carrots anyways, so get down on them carrots, bruh. You can eat all the carrots that you want to eat. I believe in you. What can we do over here as far as tomatoes are concerned? With planks and stone slabs, we could expand out our... Oh, we have the stuff. Nice. Yeah, there we go. We'll add a few more tomato fields. I don't know how many of these things can actually be, like, supported by 3 farmers, but it seems like they're doing okay right now, staying on top of all the tending and labor and things that need to get done. So my assumption is that adding another 2 tomato things over there probably aren't going to hurt us too badly. We're at 15 out of 12 carrots right now. I can live with that. Sounds all right. And then they are harvesting the remainder of those tomates. Good. I just want this gather vegetables task to be done about as soon as possible, in all honesty. Oh, somebody took one out right as it went in. Or maybe it needs to go into this building over here. Maybe it needs to go into the stockpile. Oh, I think it does. Okay, so that's a little bit lame. That's a little bit lame. The game is not lame. It's just lame that I lost that opportunity by 1 tomato. That's all that I'm saying. The game is super sweet. I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea. I was just saying, like, this general situation, I find it to be lame right now. It's not the game's fault. It's just like, time conspired against me to make my life difficult. Sigh. What are you going to do? We could add some more villagers. We could also make a firewood chopper. What kind of firewood choppers do we have around here? So we've got a wood cutter. Turns logs into firewood at nearby chopping blocks used to supply houses. So before we do that, I would say that we should probably add another jacketh of the lumber. Maybe. Yes, let us add another jacketh of the lumber. And then we'll put its little work area, like, over here. There we go. Perfect. Work area done. Oh, cool. We completed the gather vegetables thing. Nice. So we got a little bit more technology. Let's see what we can unlock. We've got roads. We've got forestry, so an arborist can grow saplings that a forester can replant, or we can go with mining, which allows us to get coal and iron. Let's go with forestry, because we're going through this forest pretty quick over here, and I'd like for somebody to replant some of these trees so that we aren't constantly, like, knocking back nature. I am going to wipe out this entire forest right here so that we can build in that direction, but for right now, not that big of a deal. That's like a plan for later. So there's our forester. Do I still have like 3 idle civilians? Okay. We have 3 idle civilians. I think what I'd like to do then is we'll build a mortuary. It buries corpses in nearby graveyards. Oh, that's kind of grim. All right, let's put another house real fast now that we've got the food quest done. How's the farm doing over here? How are things going on the farm, my friends? You guys want to, like, expand a little bit further? Yeah, we'll kind of just, like, grow that out, I guess. That seems okay to me. Yeah, that looks good. And this little guy right here, I'm going to cancel its construction so that we stay nice and symmetrical. But we do have a lot of people working on a lot of assorted tasks right now. A lot of things going on. We got stone slabs, like, coming out of our ears. I don't know how many this can hold. Probably a lot, but who knows. You guys bring some planks over and get this done for me, would you? Gardens are looking great. House is done. So we're missing a couple of villagers right now. Hopefully they'll move in as time allows. Yeah, there we go. We got some more people that moved in. Now we have 5 civilians that don't have a job. That'll allow us to expand out a little bit more aggressively. So we'll add one more guy right there to just go be a lumberjack, and he's okay. Then we'll add a guy right there with maybe, like, another sawhorse. Sure, put it behind the building. We'll hide it from the civic eye so that, like, nobody gets upset with us. We need 24 potatoes in storage before all this is going to be ready to go. They are, however, building very, very aggressively over here by our farm, so I think the dirter harvest this year should be quite golden. And I think once I start to see food stack up a little bit higher, that's when I'm going to really, really start expanding our population and really, like, knocking out some buildings over here to make it happen. And what kind of stall do I need over here? We got a food stall for potatoes. Well, you might as well add the dirter stall. I see no reason not to. So get that thing all mashed out so that we can start storing some potatoes over here. So that the people that don't prefer tomatoes, like me, like I hate tomatoes. I don't like them at all. Raw tomatoes are among the most disgusting thing in the entire world. I like marinara. I like tomato-based objects. You know what I mean? Like, I'm fine with pico de gallo. You know, I'm perfectly fine with tomatoes in other things with, like, seasoning and stuff. But, like, raw tomato is just a flavor that will make me gag. I don't like it at all. I don't think we need any more builders over here. We can also sell firewood on that side if we wanted to, though. And these guys are no longer working on anything over here, which is where I think the arborist is going to come in. We've got 5 civilians. Let's go ahead and slow the game down for a second so that we don't get ahead of ourselves. The arborist. Yeah, arborist, go live over there. I believe in you. You are a good guy, arborist. You are a good guy. We'll kind of build a road out this way to the mine. Yeah, because that looks pretty good. I like that. And then maybe we'll build a road kind of out this way with just a little connector right there, just so it's all nice and aesthetically pleasing. And then over here we'll have this go up to the garden, possibly. Yeah, that'll work. We're building up our little city, so our arborist. We want them to do a tree nursery. I would say just knock it out. It looks like we built a pyramid that has a serious glandular problem on this side. It's not a tumor. Yeah. It's not a tumor with the Californian for the Californians. Yeah. I'll be honest. He was the best governor ever, if not just for the meme potential. Unfortunately, he was a governor before memes were fully rolling out. Like, they were in early deployment, but still. I feel like we would have gotten some much better memes out of the whole thing. If just, like, maybe. Just maybe. Wow, these trees go pretty quick. Then again, I have the game sped up, too. Hey, we got farm potatoes done. Nice. Farm fresh potatoes. Farm fresh potatoes. So, like, what happens with the tree nursery when these are, like, maxed out? Sapling is produced at this step, used by a forester to plant trees. Ah, so see, I don't have the forester. Ah. Okay. Well, settle the forester on in right there. That sounds good. We got plenty of food, so at least we don't have to worry about starving. We can make better roads right here. We can do stone roads and then brick roads. Or we can get pottery. Build a potter who can make pottery for supplying houses. We can get mining for coal and iron ore. We can get carpentry. Beekeeping. And then herding. Okay. Let's just get roads for right now. We'll work our way across. We got 5 civilians right now. These guys don't really do much unless you got a forester, huh? I like how he just like saunters over there and picks up the tree. Alright. Well, get me a couple more foresters on this side. And hopefully it'll all be okay. So you like plant some of those trees. Just gotta put them in this area. Yeah, there you go. Put them in the sky. Yeah, you guys can start work over here. Maybe knock down a couple of these trees. There you go. I just don't want you at a standstill right now, like not doing anything, because we're kind of out of planks. So, like, maybe get to work just chopping away at the tree menace. It does look like trees are being produced pretty quickly, though. And we'll see how fast they fill up this area, but it looks pretty solid. A little labor intensive, but a little tiny bit labor intensive. You could probably get away with building a few more houses. They want me to do a stone road right now. Take stone slabs. Well, then by all means, knock out some beautiful roads so that we can look like a civilized city. Yep. We're waiting for the trees to get planted anyway, so it's not even really that big of a deal. You guys get those pegs all nice and laid down. How long does it take to build one of these? I'm guessing it takes a little while. I mean, we've got stone slabs for days, though, so we might as well start dumping it into the project. There you go. Just military press that thing up above your head. I know you guys are made of stout stuff. I feel like this project's going to take a little while. Especially since some of these guys aren't even working. They're just like hanging out. Just being dull and like staring at stuff and just being like, "Me iron levels are low, me lord." I believe that we may be full up on potatoes as well. That, or we don't have proper storage for our potatoes. I believe these will all be things that we should probably remain a little bit. Got like a little bit of a decent system going on over here. Yeah, we're moving along. I mean, they're not running out of trees. Like, things are getting planted. We're sort of at a bit of an equilibrium. Got some planks coming up. You guys still haven't finished that off? Man, I figured you'd, like, knock out at least, like, half the roads by now. Our roads are nowhere near concluded. It now just looks like we have random potholes that we've installed all over the city. Yep, that's Caltrans. You give them a dirt field, they'll find some way to make a pothole. It's just, it is what it is. You learn to live with it after a while. I think we probably need more workers. So let's drop in a house or two, shall we? I'll put in a little bit more residential over here. I do wish that the houses had a slight variance on their appearance and that you could rotate them. That is also something that I wish. But so far, I don't see a rotate key anywhere that allows me to rotate things. Profession distribution, item distribution, knowledge and research. Okay. I only have 5 points. Oh, we have 25 points right now from replanting trees. Nice. Well, let's get mining, I guess. Mining sounds good. I'm trying to line up the next generation of resource acquisition. That way we can get rich off the mineral wealth of this land. You know, we can prop ourselves up in sort of a banana republic of just like, we have what you need. I don't feel like very many people are trying very hard to get this stuff done. Why are these guys all just like standing around? I assume that they're like haulers or something. Oh, I think they're builders is what they are. So they wait till all the resources are there and then they start building. And then the little blue guys, I think they supply the houses is what it looks like. I think they go and they make sure that the houses are all prepped and they have all the good stuff that everybody needs in order to be happy. And we do still need to get the firewood thing going. But I'm a little bit concerned that that will necessitate further wood. I don't think there's a lot of extra logs to go around right now. Like, it seems like there's a little bit, but then again, we're maxed out on... I think we're pretty much maxed out on planks. So we may be able to get... we might be able to get away with it. I don't know. Woodcutter? You shall be right there, so that the transit in between the places that need firewood and the place that makes firewood shall not be ever long. So is the will of thy king. Make it so before I smite thee preemptively. Their happiness is at -1. Oh no! So apparently our population is too high right now. They feel as though it's crowded and overpopulated, and they're deeply upset about that. We'll get a worker set up over here. An auxiliary. We need a chopping block. Alright, we'll put a chopping block on either side. And then add one more worker. And as logs become available, you know, just make some firewood. I'm sure it'll be okay. Just supply them with what they need to be supplied with. This game is called Microtown. I hope you guys enjoyed this little preemptive look at it. My impressions so far are pretty positive. It's a game that kind of oozes charm, and it's very, very simple, but it's a good game to blow off some steam. All of the mechanical aspects of the game seem to work perfectly fine, and actually I'm a big fan of the presentation as well with the animated pixel art. I will see you all next time. Thank you for stopping on in. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you use the like button down below to let me know that you enjoyed it. Other than that, my name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie gaming every single day so you don't have to. Hi-do, and take care, everybody. I'll see y'all next time with something hot and fresh.